Previously on my show, Mia's in for a surprise when she discovers a full-grown changeling in Dr. Fragnan's lab. But that's not the only surprise in store for her. It soon turns out that her new changeling friend is actually Dr. Fragnan's own Frankenstein. And if that wasn't enough, it turned out that her latest human friend Ian is Dr. Fragnan's son. Two interesting turns. Here's episode 10 of my show, A Strange Final Rescue Part 1. I can't believe it. Dr. Fragnan's your mother? Eva asked, shocked. Should have known right away, Mia said, pacing around angrily. Ian was saying, but Mia continued. You're related to the same woman who brainwashed me to attack my friends, kidnapped Eva's mum, tried to kill Huston, and abused Tudor's life, Mia said, angry. I'm sorry she did all those things. She's evil, I know. But that doesn't mean I am. Like I said, we don't see eye to eye on anything. A person doesn't choose their family, you know, Ian said. Mia listened to him. It seems he really doesn't get along with her. And he works at the vet, remember? The total opposite of what she does. He helps animals. He helped Huston, Eva said, attempting to calm her down. Yes, she's shocked by this reveal too, but it seems that Ian's nothing like his mother, so they should at least hear him out. Remember, Huston trusts him? Should you too, Dash asked. I don't know, Mia said. She was still too shocked and angry by this. The boy she was just beginning to bond with turns out to be the son of her greatest enemy. But true, Huston trusts him, so what should she do? Then they heard a knock at the door, and after Mrs. Hart answered it, some police officers came upstairs to Eva's room, but that was a doll. Whoa, what are these things? The chief cried, seeing Mia hunt down Huston. They're my lab property, that's what they are, a voice called out, but it was obvious who it was, and then she shielded herself. And they're all coming with me, Dr. Fragman said. Part 2. No, they're not, Eva said. They don't belong to you, Dash said. Oh, but you're wrong, or have you not realised one of them's my own creation? So technically he does belong to me, Dr. Fragman said, pointing at Hunter. Yep, it seems he does. She even showed me a certificate and form showing her ownership of him, the chief said. You can't take him, and even if he is yours, you can't take these two as well. They don't belong to you, Eva said. Oh, but a piece of that one does, Dr. Fragman said, holding up the tube with Mia's blood in it. Plus, she was in my lab, so whatever enters my lab is mine, she said. That's ridiculous, Eva's mum said behind her. And you thought you would have raised your daughter better than to steal from my lab? For shame, Dr. Fragman thought. I'm sorry, but you did technically steal, so either give her what she wants or I'm afraid I'm going to have to place you guys under arrest, the chief said. Arrest us? We're all 13 to 14 here. Plus she's a criminal. Why is she even out of jail? She's done much worse things than us, Sarah said. Sorry, it's just the law, he said. Fine, take us to jail. We're not letting that mad woman take them to experiment on them, Eva said. Mum, don't do this. Just leave him alone, please, Ian pleaded. Sorry, son, it's just business. I wouldn't expect you to understand, Dr. Fragman said coldly. Okay, boys, wrap them up, Dr. Fragman said, and before anyone could react, tranquilizer darts were fired through the window and shot the three changelings who were down, and Dr. Fragman's men came in and carried them out. If you're smart, I would get involved this time, Dr. Fragman warned and read out with the police force. Part 3. We have to go after them, Eva said. Yeah, but she got the police involved. We can't mess with them, Daniel said. I don't care. No animal should be in the hands of that psycho, Eva said. Even if it meant going against the law, she was going to save them. Come on, let's go, Mrs. Hart said, agreeing with her daughter. But when they got to the car, there was a problem. Great. A flat tire, now what? Mrs. Hart said, annoyed. Then the car pulled over next to them. Need a ride? The driver, who was Eva's dad. They got in and were off. Mia started to shake off the dart threats, but thought she was able to too late, since she was in a cage next to Hunter and Huston, still knocked out by the darts. She tried to break out, but the dart was still effective, and as she was giving up, she saw a car coming and knew who it was. Eva's dad was able to get close, but not close enough. This Dr. Franklin also noticed them and told her driver to try faster. Mia realised that they would never get close enough to reach them, but they could, and managed to wake Hunter and Huston up, and frighten the tranquilizer as much as she could, was able to unlock their cages. "You have the job," Mia instructed them. Hunter was about to unlock Mia's cage, but Dr. Franklin noticed the escape ice and tried to hit him with another tranquilizer. "Go, I'll be fine," Mia said, and with some hesitation to leave, the two changelings jumped onto the car. "Stop this vehicle now! I'm getting what's mine," Dr. Franklin demanded to her driver. "I can't, the gear's stuck," the driver said. "For goodness sake, do I have to do everything myself? Give me the wheel," she snapped and tried to take control. But then they went off the road and were sliding down a mudslide near a rushing river, and they took that as an opportunity to leave, but Mia was still in the cage that fell off the vehicle and was heading for the river. Eva's dad pulled over and Eva knew they had to do something, recalling Mia saying water and electricity don't mix, but it was too dangerous for any of them to go down there. But then Ian ties the rope around his waist and a nearby tree and slid down towards Mia. "I'm sorry about all of this, but I'm going to help you," Ian said. But before he could unlock the cage, it hit a rock and then changed direction and slid down faster, but Ian was able to grab on and unlock it, and he and Mia got out of there just before the cage went in the river. "Are you okay?" Eva asked. "Yeah," Mia was saying, but then groaned in pain. She got a sprain in her wing from crashing on that rock. "It's okay, I can help with that. You'll be better in no time," Ian said, looking the wing over. After that heroic deed, Mia began to trust the boy a bit more, even if he was related to a psycho, wherever she is. After that, things been peaceful. We don't know what happened to Dr. Franklin, but she hasn't bothered us again. Ian kept tending to Mia's wing until it was all better, and like Huston, she bonded with him and we allowed him to stay here for as long as he needs. This is better than living alone. And remember the thing between Sarah and Daniel? They decided to share with the rest of the group, who were equally surprised but happy for them. Mia still wants to get her blood back to make sure Dr. Franklin can't continue with her playing God's game, and we should do something about the police knowing about the changelings, but for now we just plan to enjoy the rest of the summer and hope we would never run into Dr. Franklin again. The end. Hope you all enjoyed. Well, that's it for season 3. Will there be a season 4? You'll just have to wait and see.